22 days in Facebook jail. That's right. Zuckerberg threw me in Facebook jail for the most stupid ass reason. You want to know why? Stay tuned for this show.
Now shut up. The show's starting.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, I have been tossed into Facebook jail for 30 days. I've already served 6 of those days. No, let's see, 7 of the, 8 of the, how many days is that? 8 of those days. It's crazy. Crazy for no reason whatsoever. I got my ass thrown in. Let my people go. Hey, Nikki, how are you? And then there's Lance. Hey, yes, the old jailbird. Can you believe this insanity? I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Let me turn the music off. There. Oh my God. I was thrown in to Facebook jail last week because of the stupidest thing that could ever possibly happen. I mean, it's just dumb. I can be called a libtard, an idiot, a faggot, gay, whatever. Those people get to go free. But me and my friend were having, sorry, my friend and I were having a hilarious conversation, and they claimed that I was, they claimed that I was, oh my God. Hey, Sherry, how are you? My friend, Sherry Salazar. How are you, Sherry? And then Kathy Leander, how are you doing? Oh God, can't stay out of jail. No, Barbara, I can't stay out of jail. I'm looking at everybody here. Can't stay out of jail. How did you do? Better talk fast before the Facebook cops ride in like the feds. Well, here's the thing, Nikki. Here's the thing. I mean, because I broadcast from StreamYard, I'm also on YouTube. So the Facebook Nazis can't get me on YouTube. I doubt if they're going to get me on Facebook, but they might. I don't care, because I've been really trying to build my platform onto YouTube. Getting more people over to YouTube is much better than having to deal with these crazy people. I mean, it has gotten insane. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of my friends and people on Facebook have been getting, sent to jail for 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days. And for the stupidest fucking reasons. Stupid reasons. I mean, it is so amazing. And of course, all the stuff is coming out about Facebook, about these people. This woman who was the whistleblower that released all of the information about how the Facebook people are fueling the right side and the Nazi people and all this hate. They found out that hate and anger makes them money. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So, but what happened to me was, let me tell you something. So I live in a high rise. I live on the 30th floor. The people below me on the 29th floor are redoing their entire condo. And so this condo is almost 2,000 square feet. So I have like 3 bedrooms, living room, dining room. You all have seen it. If you're on my Facebook, it's all windows, it's glass. I have views from Vegas, from downtown to the Strip to Sunrise Mountain. So these people were redoing their place. And, they don't have to go to the HOA. They don't have to go to anything. They can do whatever they want as far as construction, and they don't have to let us know about it. Fine. I mean, some people would be courteous to let us know. I mean, the neighbors did say they were doing construction. They didn't tell me when. They didn't tell me how long it was going to be. And so last week was week 2. 2 weeks of just like 7 jackhammers going 100 miles an hour. It's crazy. So if you were on my Facebook, the last post I posted as myself was, I'm losing my mind. It's like crazy. And I go, listen to this. And I played the video. I put the video up of the loud hammering. It was like, I mean, it was loud. So here's what got me thrown into Facebook jail. My friend James Milner, who's one of my political pundits in Washington, D.C., he's gay like me. We kid back and forth. And if you have any LGBTQ friends, we have great senses of humor and can be pretty sassy when we want to be and funny. So that loud vibration noise that was going as loud as it could be, I was bitching about it. So James writes on Facebook, he goes, "Bitch, that's your vibrator on high." Funny joke, right? It was funny. So I wrote back, "James, I'm going to kick yo ass." And I spelled ass, A, money sign. Okay. I was then told, well, I wasn't told, I was thrown immediately into Facebook jail for 30 days for harassment, bullying, and not going with the community guidelines. Is that whacked? Is that whacked? I mean, it's crazy. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I mean, is that whacked? So I can't. So what I had to do, this is what I had to do the other day. I found out because I use this software called StreamYard. StreamYard is this software that allows me to broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. And at the same time, I have a separate, because I'm a YouTube partner now, I have YouTube set up on another monitor, even though it's broadcasting at the same time. So I can see all the messages coming from all the different platforms. Okay. And so I was going to do the show with Marla Freeze. If anybody got to see Marla's show the other day when she was on the show, it was pretty powerful. It was probably it was a very, very, very good show. She was incredible. But I went to go do the show and my StreamYard was connected to my Michael profile. So that when I would I would use everything through my Michael profile and, it would go all out. But I went to do the show. And hey, hi, Carol. Hey, Eddie. I went to do the show. I went to set the show up and was like, "You are not allowed to do this. Facebook has denied you. Facebook has denied you with going down. Facebook has denied you politics as a drag. Facebook has denied you this and this and this and this." And I was like, oh my God. I was losing it because I couldn't do it. I was like, So I had to go in and I had to change my StreamYard accounting email from the email I use for the Michael page to the email that I use for the Esther Goldberg profile. God forbid, if I didn't have the Esther Goldberg profile, I would not have been able to have told everybody on Facebook what was going on. I mean, these idiots, these Nazis, these unrelentless fucking assholes over there, they don't understand that they affect people's livelihood because, those of us that are professionals and have YouTube series and do this for a living, by cutting me off over something so stupid, thank God I had a backup, but I'm sure there are other people that get cut off. And that is another reason that was a wake-up call for me, was to be able to get rid of, try to get people off of Facebook and over to YouTube. I'm not going to give up Facebook unless they freaking ban me, but it's just crazy, and it's unfair what they're doing. And I knew this all along. And once they put out the hold on. Hey, Alan, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm a jailbird. And yes, they totally suck. And you're welcome, Carol. But the thing that drives me crazy, and okay, I'm going to get a little political, but I knew that I was right. And it's so funny. How can all these Proud Boys and all these groups that are instigated by the right, Trump and all these people, they get away with murder. They get away with calling me a libtard. But I can't say, I can't say the word, oh, don't be such a bitch. I'm not calling somebody a bitch. It's a figment of speech that you see on primetime television on ABC. You can watch ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, and you see people use bitch. Hey, stop that. You know what I mean? But they allow the hate to go on because they found out that the emojis, the hate, the angry emoji, when that's used, it sets off the algorithms, which sets off the profiles, which then makes people go to those particular posts that are angry. And most of the people that are angry, there's a lot, sometimes there's hate behind that anger. And that's what propels those sites. Oh, I can't even, I would call them fucktards, but I can't, I'm a catty bitch. Yeah, I am. But, it's amazing to me. But, I don't know how many, hey, Leonda. She's so sweet. All the way from way over there. But what I was going to say is it's gotten to the point of ridiculousness with this insanity of what they are doing at Facebook. So they're driven by hate and anger. It's all about the money. Now, I don't know how many of you are as old as I am. Hold on. What was that, Cynthia? You got the Facebook man. Hold on. Let me see this. What did you say? I got the boot from Facebook in March for a silly Dr. Suez Bedan meme. Changed my name. Still being a rebel, though. Girl, be a rebel. Oh, Sloan goes through the same thing. They actually cut her off here sometimes. But I wanted to tell her, I said, I think maybe sometimes, Sloan, you don't get cut off. What happens is sometimes your internet goes out at the same time you cuss somebody out. But no, for those of you who are older like me, you may go or know a little bit about history and antitrust laws and things like that. Elizabeth Warner, I was watching her the other night. Elizabeth Warner was talking about we need to break up Facebook. They've become too big. And I knew they were big, but when I started realizing what she was describing, I went, holy shit. The last time the government stepped in, there are two times I remember the government stepping in and breaking up a monopoly. And that was Standard Oil and AT&T. Do you ever all remember that? The breakup of AT&T created all these different phone companies, which then became cell companies. So, there was Sprint and MCI, and then there was, Verizon. There was still AT&T, but it was not, it was huge. Then Standard Oil, they owned all the oil. They controlled so much. So what's happened is with Facebook is you've got one little shithead, Zuckerberg, who he controls and rules everything. All these billions of people, he is the guy in charge, right? So this company is massive. It's not just the United States, it's the entire world. That he has built this incredible platform that is influencing people, getting people killed. People are dying. People are being beaten because of the vile vitriol and hate that is spread on Facebook. And this whistleblower from Facebook, God bless this woman for getting those papers out and releasing them, because Zuckerberg's little asshole is twittering up into a little tiny pucker. He's flipping out. I'm sure if they watch this, video, I may just might get banned totally from Facebook. But it's just insanity. And he also owns Instagram and WhatsApp. As Elizabeth Warren pointed out the other day on the Rachel Maddow show, she said that, every time Facebook has a competitor, they buy them. They bought Instagram. They bought WhatsApp. Facebook owns all of it. Facebook owns WhatsApp and Instagram. and other different companies that they bought up and put out of business because they don't have the competition. And when you're worth $135 billion, you can buy up the competition. But I was talking to somebody this morning, and they were explaining to me that yes, the government broke up AT&T, they broke up Standard Oil, but that's because they were public companies, and Facebook is free. So there's got to be a line there, and if somebody knows that's tuning in can tell me, there's got to be a line there where yes, Facebook is free, but it's also a publicly traded company. But someone said the catch there is because it's free to the public, so they don't have to break it up. Whereas AT&T charge money, and Standard Oil, you bought the gasoline and the oil and whatever that you needed. But anyway, does any of that make any sense to anybody? Feel free to say anything you want. Hold on, let me go over here and check. Yes, I'm so happy. More people are in from YouTube than Facebook today, so that's good. But see, I'm also not able to broadcast on my Michael page because I have over 2,400, 2,500 people, so they don't even know I'm on. I tried. I found a loophole, and my loophole was allowing myself to have Esther tag me, and then it shows up on my page. Hold on, Ron. What did you just say here? Just like Friends turns MySpace, it will go away eventually. Well, see, the problem with that, I always thought that was the same thing too, Ron. I really did. I thought, this could work. But you know what? The problem is Friendster and MySpace never got as big as what YouTube is. I mean, as what Facebook is, Let's see, what's this, Richard? Corporations should never have been given the rights of personhood, which allow them to grow bigger than countries. True. Thank you, Supreme Court, because corporations are people too. Yes. But yeah, it's insane what's happening. Now, it's so funny. If you all saw Marla on the show the other day, we after the show was over, she and Esther conversed for like a good 40 minutes after the show was over, and we just had a really, really good conversation. And she was just telling me, go back, don't let Esther not do politics. The politics are something that you have to keep doing. And I don't know if you ever saw Politics as a Drag. We had the series and everything, and then of course Facebook with Politics as a Drag. I have almost 15,000 people following Politics as a Drag on Facebook, and guess what they did last year? They took away my monetization, my ability to make money with the videos. And then they took the spigot and turned it down so that when my posts go up, I no longer can reach my 15,000 people. I'm lucky if I reach 500, 600 people. That's how they control things. And yet they still ask me to buy ad time. I'm going, why do I want to buy fucking ads and post something when you're not allowing me to make money? But that's Zuckerberg's big deal. But think about it. One man makes the decision for a company that, that's bigger than any tyrant in the history of the world. One man controls the spigot of information and hate and whatever. One man controls it. Think about that. That's pretty crazy. There's no alcohol yet. Even though if I keep ranting, I'm probably going to go a step away and get some vodka. Please feel free to add stuff down here. So the more you comment, the better I have a chance of continuing my rant. Anyway. Like Citizen Kane. Thank you, Moisha. Hey, Moisha Lipschitz. Everybody, if you haven't followed Moisha Lipschitz, she's like a long lost a relative of Esther's. Very, very funny. She's on, you type that name in, Moisha Lipschitz, on Instagram and Facebook, and add her. one of the funniest people, and people don't know about her yet. And she's so funny that I sometimes steal her memes and put them on Esther's page. Let's see, that man should be you. Tracy, I wish. Let's see, let's go back in the future. I've called him Zuckerberg ever since my first, I've been thrown into Facebook jail for some of the stupid things. No, he doesn't look human. And did you see that picture I put up the other day, Richard? Where I go, I've been thrown into Facebook jail by some asshole who sits on a booster seat. It's okay to hate as long as it fits into their perspective. Thank you. Let's see. Faux book controls everyone and censors many people. Let's not talk about Twitter and YouTube. No, you know what, Alan? So far, Twitter and YouTube haven't screwed with me. When they do, I'll scream just as loud. They're not getting off the hook at this point, but they've done nothing to do anything. Yes, some people, let's see, True Richard, he looks like a droid. He does. He looks like a droid, but no, Facebook is bigger. Here's the thing about YouTube. I don't know that. It's so funny because Elon Musk is now the richest man in the world, bigger than Exxon, followed by what's this? Elon Musk. Who's the other one? I guess it's Zuckerberg. I forget. Zuckerberg. Elon Musk. There's Gates. There's all these people. I'm trying to think. But anyway, YouTube is owned by Google. How big is Google? I'm trying to figure out what is the total wealth of Google. Do you add Google and YouTube together to create how much that's worth? I have no idea. I guess I'll have to look it up. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to add. Oh, guess right now it's 222. Yay! Okay. Already. Here we go. 222. Let's see. Let me go here. Let me find out. We can find out right now. How much is Google worth?
Alphabet Inc. Class A's market cap is $1,960 billion.
How much? Hold on. Market cap says. Okay. How much is Google worth? Now that's how much their stock is. I want to know how much they're worth. 61 billion in revenue. Alphabet and Microsoft. Google. How much is Google? Oh, so it's Alphabet. So Google and Alphabet. See? Yes, they are worth a lot. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see here. As of August 14th, Google. Okay, how much is Google worth? 1 trillion. Oh, it's over $1 trillion. Well, $1.8 trillion. Elon Musk just became $1 trillion. I think Facebook became $1 trillion. I mean, that's a lot of money, people. That's crazy. Musk and his great erection. Bezos, right. Bezos, scream it out loud. They are worth it. Soros, yes, all of them. I like Soros because he's a liberal. So, yeah. Do you realize those 5 or 6 people that own those companies could eradicate poverty, give health insurance to just about everybody, and they would all put up enough money it wouldn't bankrupt any of them. But what are they doing? They're busy building spaceships, penis spaceships, to see who can shoot farther. Wait, that sounds really wrong. But nope, that's it. Hold on. I knew I had a rim shot. Where the hell's my rim shot? Nope, that's not the rim shot. That's the gunshot. That's the applause. That's that. That's it. I can't remember what I did with my rim shots. Damn it. Oh, here it is. This is it. Okay, I need to keep that here. Is the Canadian twat still spreading her cooch down by the pool? No, she's not. God bless her, Ron. She went back up to the great tundra. Okay, what's this? Google was set up by the CIA as a surveillance system. I mean, just which is how the internet. Remember, you used to call it the World Wide Web, as Reagan used to say, is the information superhighway. I mean, I remember. I think the first experience that I had with the internet, going back to the late 80s, was I had a 386 Xeos computer. I had Prodigy. I had IRC. Remember that Merc? And oh my God, that used to be so crazy. Let's see. Anyway, but yeah, I had that. Do you all remember that? Crazy. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of pissed off people right now with the whole Facebook thing, finding out what they're up to, and what they've been doing. And it's just what did you say, Tracy? The information superhighway is in a huge traffic jam right now. It's like the 405 freeway at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's too insane. Spider margaritas at Chili's. What's that? Hold on. Spider margaritas at Chili's. What did I miss? What the hell is spider margaritas at Chili's? Oh, the good old days with floppy disks. I found a box with floppy disks, and it's like, I don't know how to read them. I wish I knew what was on them. I mean, even DVDs and CDs are going to become obsolete. I have a box in my walk-in closet behind this Esther thing. And I think I have some of the most incredible CDs. I think CDs are going to be like old albums years from now. Because now, if you have any of the old fabulous albums with all the incredible artwork, it's worth money. But I'm wondering how that's going to work with CDs. There's great CDs, but nobody uses CDs. I mean, I don't use CDs anymore. What I'd like to do is I'm going to rip some of my CDs so I can have the music, from them. But I mean, it's insane. There's so much going on. God, I started this off by talking about being in Facebook jail. Somebody asked how much longer am I in? I have 22 more days, but I filed an appeal. Sure, by the time these assholes get to the appeal, I'll be out of Facebook jail. But they even have it set up so difficult to appeal that if you don't know what you're doing, and my friend James helped me through it, you can't even get to the appeal. I mean, what you can do is lots of times when they, when am I going to turn my plexiglass? What happened? Okay, hold on. Here we go. When am I going to turn the plexiglass right up? What happens, Moesha? This was it's going to go. This was actually the plexiglass that was on the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard. So if you ever saw my show when I was in Hollywood doing Paul Lynde, this was on the marquee, but it was in 3 sections. So there was. Hold on, I'll show you. Like, there was Paul Lynde's. There was his cheek. And then, hold on. Let me see here. And then this was Paul Lynde's. Was the cartoon. There was the face. And then this was the top of his head. So this was on the marquee on Sunset Boulevard for like a month. It was pretty cool, So that's why that's why it's down there, because it has to be put together. And I was actually going to do it in my hallway because I have a giant. You can't see, but there's a long hallway out here, and I have a couple of the posters from some of my past shows there. But anyway, answering Moesha's question about when I'm going to turn Paul Lynde right side up. That's the answer. Hold on, let me see. Let's take a look here. CDs will eventually go the way of 8-track tapes. But I think we'll always be able to play the CDs. Whoever the hell has an 8-track tape player, God bless them. Let's see, what is this? And you got your first tag on Twitter yesterday for the silliest thing. Tell me, what did you get a tag for? A tag or a warning? What do you mean by that, Cynthia? But let's see. I got my first tag. So I have two. I have another. If you all could see what I'm here, let me show you what this looks like. This is what it looks like right now. Okay. If you look down the hallway there, there's posters. But this, okay, there's my board. This is how I do it. Like when I make sounds. There we go. That's how I do all the sounds. So if I do this, let's see. Okay, so, okay, am I gonna be able to do this here? So this, dun, dun, I don't want to lose everything. So this is what I'm dealing with. So I've got everybody talking here, and this, and there's my Paulin coffee cup. There's some drag drippings. Esther left this the other day. Just wacky stuff. So yeah, this is how I do the show. So, and I don't have the Mac turned on and everything, but there you go. So that's my office here. Ta-da, it's a mess. So now you all see a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes. And come on, there we go. There we go. Let me see if I can turn this up here. There we go. So, okay, that's how I do this crazy ass show. Well, and so when I'm doing the show, you always see me looking around and doing this because I'm pressing buttons. I'm listening to crickets, and reading the computer. There's a laptop. I don't have the laptop up because usually when I'm doing the show, the laptop's there. Oh my God, all the way from Oxford. Hey, Bluebell. Thank you. How's everything in the UK? It's late there. What is it? What, 10 o'clock? What is it? 10 o'clock there? 10 or 11? I forget. What time is it in the UK right now? I just love it when we get people from all over. God, there's a lot of you. All you YouTube people, I love you. You're the ones that are talking the most, which is really, really cool. I love it, love it, love it. Anyway, so for those of you that have just popped in, I was just bitching about being in Facebook jail for 30 days. I have 22 days left. I've earned, yeah, 10:30. Thank you. It's 10:30. I was close. I got my kid, who is my kid that I've mentored, little Diego. You all know him. He's in film school there at the University of London right now. He actually runs the entire film thing. Who does? Hold on. Who does your Esther Photoshop? Like her machine gun image the other day? The Esther machine gun. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring that up. I will add an overlay. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on, I'll find that. The overlay, that is actually not photoshopped. That was actually shot. Let me see if I can find it here. Ba-da-ba. Esther Goldberg. Where the hell? Okay, I wanted to find, that's from a book called Down the Rabbit Hole. Moisha, that was shot. Let me see if I can find it. It's driving me crazy now. Oh, I know where to find it. Hold on. It's raw hair. Let me tell you here. Let me see. I'll find it right now. There it is. Let me go. So I'm going to save the image. Save the image. Where am I saving it to? I'm saving it to downloads. Okay, give me a second, and I'll pull this picture up, and I'll tell you the story behind this picture. So that went to downloads. Here it is. Okay, I'm really quick, people. All right. So a few years back, my friend Justin Monroe, who's an incredible photographer in LA, he hired me like 17 years ago. They were doing a tribute to Studio 54. And at Studio 54, there were, it was an incredible place. But they had all these characters. So they were recreating Studio 54 for this magazine pictorial, and they brought me in as Esther to be Disco Sally. And if you know anything about Studio 54, Disco Sally was this old Jewish woman who used to snort coke and toot up the hot boys on the dance floor at Studio 54. She was richer than whatever. She's dead now. But they brought me in to play Disco Sally in the photo shoot. If you go on my page, you'll see some of those pictures. But anyway, Justin, who's the photographer, was doing his new book called Down the Rabbit Hole. So he brought me in, and Amanda, I can never pronounce, Amanda Lepore, and oh God, what is that? Oh, she's a model. I can't think of her name. But anyway, they brought the three of us in to do this pictorial. And the one that they wanted me to do was this picture right here. This picture right there. That is actually, the smoke is real. Everything is real. There's nothing photoshopped in this picture, except for the shot at the end of the rifles. That's photoshopped. But as far as the blood and the guys there, this was shot at Fubar. It's now called Fubar. It was Fubar in West Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard. And so we shot in there that particular afternoon, and all of the stuff that I'm wearing is the bullets, the artillery, the rifles, my shoot, everything is real. And they had a smoke machine in the back that was putting the smoke through, and then the gold. And then my friend Tosh Yanez, they had them made up as werewolves. There's a whole lot to it, but that's how we did it. Da, da, da. That's how we did it. That's what they look like, big dildos. But anyway, so the Moisha, that's how we did that. I didn't do that. A lot of the graphics you see on my page, I do myself. Let's see. When was the last time you've been to Let's see. When was the last time you've been to El Coyote? Missed that hangout. You know what? El Coyote just celebrated their 85th or 86th anniversary on Beverly Drive, on Beverly, there in Hollywood, LA. We were going to go the last time, and we never made it because they aren't open on they aren't open on Mondays and Tuesdays because of the pandemic. And because, the way, things were with masks and stuff in LA, but they're still there. And let's see, that's what they look like, big dildos. Where did I miss this? I missed the big dildos somewhere. Anyway, God, we're all over the place today. So that, Moshe, is how we do it. All of the funny stuff that you see that I usually do, like today, I put this up. This was, I made that early. I made that in like 5 minutes because I went, oh shit, I need to put something up. I created that. My friend designed, this is what the Paul Lynde thing looks like right there. The Paul Lynde caricature. My friend Wayne Berg designed that. Wayne designed Paul Lynde, and he also designed the Esther cartoon that we've used. It's pretty cool. He's just amazing. I mean, I've had some really good people, but I taught myself how to do Photoshop, just like I learned how to shoot a camera. I taught myself how to edit with Adobe Premiere, because at my age, unless you can do many things, you're not going to get work. And I was, when I was younger, hey, I was doing comedy and acting and doing all that stuff. But what's the word I want to use? You have to do things to keep an income coming in. I'll never retire. I don't know. Did anybody see? Hold on. Hello, Vicky. Love you. Love you, Esther from Australia. Oh my God. You have to go, Vicky, on Instagram. My good friend has the Almond Cafe. I don't know if you've been there, but look it up. The Almond Cafe. It's in Australia. And she feeds the cockatoos. And this woman has the most hilarious Instagram. And every day, all these cockatoos fly to her balcony, and they're all so funny. It's a great, great Instagram. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. Gosh, you guys are we found out so much today, everybody. We found out the cost of How much Google went for? I'm trying to find. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Okay, why do I have naked people on my? Okay, here we go. There, I have naked people. Oh, that's Grinder. That's not Instagram. Sorry. Um, there's some weird people. There are some weird ass people. Let me see. Almond Cafe. Let me see. The Almond Cafe. The Almond Cafe. There it is, Susie. And there it is. I mean, she is hysterical. And there's like constant, you know, she has these birds, and that's her balcony. That's her balcony. And these birds, they feed, they go to her, they're crazy. I mean, it's all these incredible birds and these cockatoos, and they just go crazy. The other day she had this thing up where they were trying to they took her laundry off that she had hanging out to dry, but it's just amazing. Thank you, Cynthia. That's very sweet. I love watching. If I saw you here, I'd love watching you. Okay, so where are we at? Let's see. Bluebell says, okay, we're getting a weather report from the UK. Days are getting short now as winter is coming. I know. I mean, the days are really short here. My crazy ass dog wakes me up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning. Champers. He drives me nuts. He will sit on my chest and do whatever he can to wake me up. And I have to take him out, down 30 floors, outside. Just depending. Hold on, what is this, Lance? I met the nicest drag queen in Sydney, Testicle. You know, they've got Dame Edna there. We love her. Can you believe that, Vicky? Dame Edna is still going. Barry Humphries is now, 87? I believe 87 years old, and he's back out. It was a video about parasites. Am I dressing up for Halloween? You know, I was supposed to go to a party in Los Angeles, and I just decided at the last minute not to go. I was going to go. They're just not. I would have gone had they been doing the big Hollywood party, but I've got some work that I have. But I had work that I have to do here. But you know, it's just been one of those things that I couldn't put into my schedule to make it work. Hold on, let me see. Here we go. What is this? Joy Lynn, the flabbergasted shenanigoat. You know it's winter in Vegas when it's cold in the car, and summer when you can boil noodles in the car too. That almost sounds like a Johnny Carson thing. You know you're in Vegas, Ed, when it's cold in the car. Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Vegas is crazy. And yes, Vicky, Barry Humphries is wonderful. We just loved her. She's so fabulous. What's this, Tracy? Will Paul Lynn ever talk with Esther about anything? Yes, I'm sure they will. Well, you've seen the video. Have you seen the video where I have Esther talking to her twin sister? Have you seen that video? It's pretty funny. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. There was a video. Go to video. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can find it. Let me see if I can find a video file. Video file. Delete, 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 delete. I'm not sure if I have it close by. Oh, you know what? That's under F, under downloads, I think. Let me see if I can find. I might have it. Let's see. There's Esther. There's Esther doing Crazy Aunt Susie and Halloween. That was last year. There's me with Ray Stevens and Hoyt Axton. Where the hell is it? I thought maybe. I guess I don't. I thought I would have had it, but I don't. I thought I would have, but I don't. Ruta Lee calls Esther a witch. Esther sings Hot But Tight Pussy. You know what? Here's a clip. I don't know if I can play this. This was, how long is this? This was, let me see. Hold on. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. Nope, it won't do it. The codec is not working. Anyway, but Paul Lynn, eventually, I thought maybe I could, if you go on Esther's page, I think I have the video where she's talking to Aunt Susie and Esther meet each other, and we shot it. So I put the two of them together in the film. It's pretty funny, pretty funny. Oi. Hey, everybody popping in. Many of you from YouTube. Thank you for coming in. It is so cool to have all of you people coming in and visiting. Thank you to Sloan Bella for getting me in. Sloan was incredible. If it wasn't for Sloan, I would not have been able to have been here on YouTube and become a YouTube partner. It's like I'm like Sloan. They have this, like, if you're in YouTube chat, we have this thing called Super Chat. So there's like a money sign and a happy sign, and they have these different things. So you can like give money or donate money or contribute to the show, and it's kind of cool. Like, for instance, let's see, how do I do this? Let's see. So you go to custom emojis. So you can figure out these emojis that you want. And then they have these things called super stickers. And it's weird. You can give $2, $3, you can give as much money as you want. It's nuts. And I was like, wow, it's pretty cool. Let's see. Hold on. Who just popped in? Hey, Dawn. How are you? I've realized, you know what I'm finding out now is that I get the message in StreamYard before it comes to YouTube. And I'm like, what? Hey, Dawn, thanks for checking in. And yes, crazy Aunt Susie. As you all know, Aunt Susie was created because, let's see, hold on. If you hadn't gone into showbiz, what other professions appealed to you? Bluebell, we did that. There's a show that I did a couple of months ago where it was like, I was interviewing Esther was interviewing me. She started off going, here's Michael, and whatever. And so we talked about, how I got in the business. And, all my life, because I come from a very poor upbringing. We were so very, very, very poor. When I lost my family, went to live with my grandmother. She was abusive and crazy. And I had a very traumatic childhood. I went to 22 different schools before I graduated high school. 22 different schools. So comedy became something that allowed me to not get beat up. I was, I'm not sure I had gay written on my forehead, but all the guys, people used to pick on me when I was growing up. And then what happened was when I was 15 years old, I got discovered by a country singer named Mel Tillis, Mel, who used to stutter. He's dead now, God rest his soul. And I worked with Mel, and then I got hired by the late, great Rosemary Clooney, and I opened for her for 2 summers. But I was 15 years old. I always dreamed of being in showbiz, being on television. And as far as what else would I like to do, I couldn't think. I mean, I tell everybody I've learned every aspect of this business. I know how to act in front of the camera. I know how to produce, direct, write, edit. I did all of that. So every part of this business is something that I enjoy doing. So if you ask me what other profession under showbiz, I would put actor, writer, director, producer, creator under one label. So, some people, I want to be a film director. I want to be a film producer. I want to do this. Well, I get to do it all under the showbiz banner. So I'm pretty fortunate. So I hope that answers your question. Let me go over here. I'll say, and crazy Nancy, why did I get jailed? Because I said something stupid that wasn't even stupid on my page. Somebody had I made a reference about a loud noise. A friend of mine said, "Hey, your vibrator must be on high," and I said, "I'm going to kick your ass," as a joke. That's what got me that's what got me into Facebook jail for 30 days. I'd already had some previous situations, and where I had gotten accused of stupid stuff again. I used the word bitch. Oh, you're such a bitch. That was bullying, hate speech, and against community standards. And it was all done in jokes. I mean, like I said, if Facebook spent more time going after the crazies, the hate, the Proud Boys, the groups that inspire hate, and with gay people, with lesbians, with the LGBTQ community, or just with hate against the Jews or hate against, Muslims. I mean, there's so much hate being propagated by Zuckerberg, and he allows it. And the truth has come out that he has allowed it. And the platform of Facebook has propelled the hate for money. Anyway. God, I've been on here for 50 minutes, everybody. What the hell? And people are still here. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. So yes, and also I wanted to come on so that I could say hi to everybody. And I mean, listen, it's no secret. Everybody knows I play the old Jewish woman. Everybody knows I play, Esther. I play Paula. I create a lot of characters, but Esther is my favorite. We love the old crazy woman. She's so much fun, and it's like Tyler Perry talks about Medea. Barry Humphries talks about Dame Edna. I talk about Esther the same way. But I do have some cool people. There's this one great. Okay, there is a gentleman friend of mine, and his name is Renato Shippey, and he created this character called Karen Kardashian, and he is in Brazil. And I have known Renato. He's one of the most beautiful men you've ever seen in your entire life. Look up Renato Shippey. Hold on, Renato Shippey. Look him up. He is on Facebook, and he has a character called Karen Kardashian, I believe. And anyway, so we've known each other for a few years. He actually came here and stayed at my home in Vegas once, and we became good friends. And anyway, he had just started on social media like 3 years ago. I think it was like 4 years ago. Anyway, a little over 3 years ago. He now has 1.5 million people following him on the Renato page. But here's the kicker. He created this character called Karen Kardashian, which is a spoof. It's all in Portuguese because he's in Brazil. He lives in LA, but he has been spending more time in Brazil. But this Karen Kardashian creation is absolutely one of the most stunning, beautiful women. And Renato, when he talks, Renato talks like this. He's got this very deep voice. But when he becomes Karen, it's his high voice like this, but it's in Portuguese. He has 4.4 million subscribers, 1.5 on his name. So together he reaches 6 million people. So he's not that known here in the United States. He's known in South America and in Europe. And so he writes me the other day. He hits me up on Instagram. He goes, Michael, I want to bring Karen Kardashian to America. I want to bring her to Vegas. What should I do? I said, well, bring the bitch on my show. So we're working out this deal where he's going to come on, and Karen's going to come on, and then Renata's going to come on. I'm going to interview the both of them, and we're going to talk about how he took this character. And what I like about it is, there's drag queens and drag queens. There's different levels of drag queens. There's different types of drag queens. There's drag queens that are incredible, that are like my friend Coco Peru. Coco is magnificent, one of the most brilliant, incredible comedians and writers. But he talks in his regular male voice, There's Lady Bunny's the same way. But a lot of the drag queens talk in their male voices. Then there's the form of drag where there are characters. Does that make sense? For instance, like Tyler Perry does Medea. Tyler talks like this. Medea talks like that. Barry Humphries is the same way. Barry Humphries does his voice and some of his other characters. But Dame Edna talks like this. With me, with Michael, I talk like this. And Esther talks like this. So it's almost like, what's the word? It's like female impersonators. A lot of the drag today is so over the top cartoonish. but that's a generational thing. I have nothing against it, but I remember the days when drag was like Charles Pierce, Jim Bailey, who looked exactly like Barbara Streisand and sang like her, looked exactly like Judy Garland and sang like her. Charles Pierce would do Betty Davis and Mae West. I mean, Katharine Hepburn. You know, I actually thought about doing that. I actually thought about doing a show where I recreated some of these women, these legends. And everybody told me, no, nobody's going to buy it. None of the young gay people are going to go watch your show. And I thought, well, it's a sad thing that the young LGBTQ community doesn't understand our history. You know, they need to know about our history. And it's like when I was doing my show here, and when Esther was doing her show here in Vegas, the young people would come and their jaws would drop. They'd see, you know, the band and the music and the production. You know, I mean, if Bette Midler had a grandmother, it would have been Esther Goldberg. You know, they had the same type of energy on stage. And there's an art to female impressionist. And tell me if I'm wrong. But there's an art form there, and it's a lost art form. Varla Jean Merman still does it. Oh, and the fabulous Jimmy James. I mean, do you all remember when Jimmy James used to do Marilyn Monroe, and he would do these shows, and just it was amazing. It was amazing. Thank you, Pixie. You're too sweet. Thank you so much. Jimmy James, you know, was amazing as Marilyn Monroe, and he can do many voices. And you know, it's just it's an art form of drag. There's different types of drag, and you know, everybody always wanted to call me, you're a drag queen. And I'm like, whatever, if you call me drag queen, call me whatever. I look at myself as an actor who creates characters, and they are the one character that I do. Well, two, Esther and her sister, is a form of drag. And I used to get upset, you know, when people say you're a drag queen. But then you know what? I said, screw it. I'm going to embrace it. Yes, I play a drag character, but I'm an actor. And I play other parts besides Esther. But anyway, I would love to create. Ultimately, I'd love to create a show that did what the greats did, the legends that are no longer with us did, and that would be, you know, like I could, you know, do Katharine Hepburn. I swear to God, I can't believe it. But you know, creating the makeup and the hair, and then Joan Rivers, can we talk? Talk about your baby pigs. You know, doing Joan Rivers, Katharine Hepburn, some of the other voices I can't remember, Betty Davis, whatever, and creating some of those characters. I thought about it, but it's just a lot. Aw, thank you, Debbie. I love you to bits too. Yes, Susie is Esther's twin, modeled after Serena or her sister in I Dream of Jeannie with black hair. Sloane is the best. You know, I'm so glad we got to have lunch the last time I was in Los Angeles. We had like a 3-hour lunch, and our butts were aching because of that. But anyway, okay, so I've just covered just about everything. We've had such a good time today. I don't know what you guys are up to. Let's see, on the East Coast, it's almost 6 o'clock. And here it's almost 3. But hey, I can keep babbling here. Let me see if I got any messages. It's so funny. There was this cute boy. You know, I don't give a shit. I use the apps. I use Tinder. I use Grindr. And this kid on Grindr goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm getting ready to go on YouTube. Want to watch my show?" And I guess I scared the hell out of him. I mean, he must have thought, "Oh my God," he actually deleted me, deleted and blocked me. After I said, "Well, here, go to see my show. It's on Esther Goldberg TV. I'm on right now. I'm the blonde-haired guy." And as soon as he saw it, he deleted and blocked me. Joylyn, thank you. What a sweetheart. You're very sweet. Thank you, honey. That's very kind. when I see Esther, I don't know, when I see Esther, she's a smart, funny old broad who makes me happy. And that's the point of it, is to not be bitchy and evil and nasty and swing things out and try to do splits and whack your hair around. No, it's about entertaining people and making them laugh, making them laugh and having fun. And to me, as a performer, as an actor and a comedian and a singer and whatever, just being able to walk out and see an audience smile and laugh, that is the greatest thing that you could ever do. To me, that is the greatest thing that you could ever do. And is when you can walk out and can take command of a room and make people leave for an hour to 90 minutes, make people leave and making them to forget about whatever horrible things or bad things were happening to their day. You make them laugh a little bit. And that's the point of, of being a performer or doing comedy. Actors do things, but when you do live performances and you sing and you tell comedy and you do jokes and stuff like that, and you make somebody forget about their pains in their lives, that is the most important thing you can do. It really is. That's true, Dawn. Laughter is the best. And Esther's accent, it's so much fun. I just laughed. I'm still laughing at the kid from Grindr. He deleted and blocked me because I told him, Mom, I'm on. That is just too funny. Right. Oh my God. Maybe you could make, I'm sorry, I'm burping. It's this, what I do is I mix, Trader Joe's sells this sparkling water. It's like cranberry orange and whatever. It's not sweetened, but I put half a glass of that and then it's some Simply Cranberry and it's so refreshing. Let's see. Maybe you can make a variety special like Paul Lynde Halloween show with Joan, Bette Davis, and Esther. Possibly. That's a lot of work. It ain't going to happen this year. This Halloween, but I understand what you mean. Now, there's some cool stuff going on. I'm not allowed to say it's a major streaming company. We finished shooting it about 3 weeks ago, maybe almost a month ago. We finished shooting. It's a big deal with one of the biggest streaming channels, and I can just say Esther's in it, and it's big. Let's see. What is this right here, Dawn? I must have missed this Tinder kid thing. No, it wasn't a kid from Tinder. It was just some, thank you, Gwen. How are you? There's my friend Gwen Shibley. Gwen, Pornhub. Gwen is a very sweet lady. And she actually helped save my life last year when I had COVID and had passed out and I wasn't on Facebook. Gwen had called the desk, the concierge desk in my building. The front desk go, Michael's not on it's not on Facebook. He hasn't been on. We're worried about him. And she called the front desk, and in turn, they did a welfare check, and the cops came. They came to my door, and I had passed out in the hallway in front of my door because I couldn't breathe and I was dying. And Gwen is an incredible. She was my angel. And she, because of her, the ambulance came and shipped my ass out the door. And I actually died for 30 seconds in the back of the ambulance because my heart stopped, but they got my heart back. And it's almost, November is the anniversary of my 1 year of seeing the bright white light. Anyway, thank you, Gwen. Don't think I ever forgot. Moisture Pornhub. That is just too funny. Wow. Well, listen, this has been too much fun. I just wanted to come on because everybody was wondering where I was at, and I just wanted to explain, where I've been. Let's see. It's been a year. Glad you made it. Oh, I am too. Because of you, I made it. And let's see. Has anything paranormal happened since? You mean since I died? Well, here's Joy Lynn. I don't know if you watch the shows. If you get a chance, go on this channel here and watch the show from Monday. that I did with Marla Freeze. It will blow you away. It will blow you away. And, I've always been, everybody said, do I know anybody that's not a psychic medium? I am a magnet to psychic mediums and astrologers. And I've had so many of the best on my show here in the last month and a half, starting off with Sloan, then Lewis Maybe, Corby Metlid, Debbie Tatel, some of the best psychic medium people who have such incredible gifts have come on the show, and they are my friends. I get goosebumps sometimes talking about it. I get goosebumps right now talking about it. But these people, these women and men are it just, when you have seen the white light. Okay, when I died, my heart stopped in the back of the ambulance in the front of our building. I saw the white light. It was bright white, and it was peace. It was so peaceful. And in my mind, I just remember seeing white, and I remember floating, and then all of a sudden, boom, I was back, and I was looking at this hot fucking paramedic. I thought, holy shit, I've died and really gone to heaven. But I just remember him going, Mr. Airington, you're going to make it. Whew. And that was pretty cool. But I have been connected. I have such, I don't know. I'm an intuitive a little bit, but I'm not a psychic medium. But things happen to me all the time. I hear voices. I know when, like my friend Allie Cheslick, who died a few years ago, I know when she's around. I'm just very, it made me, if you watch the show with Marla, you'll understand the whole thing about death. And I'm not afraid to die. I'm not ready, but I'm not afraid, because I know when this body is flesh. It's going to turn to dust. It'll be whatever. I'll probably have it cremated. Back in the 80s, when I was doing so much coke, I was going to say I was going to be cremated and have my friends snort me on a weekend party. But energy never dies. Einstein proved that energy never dies. It leaves and goes somewhere. And when you have had the opportunity to experience the paranormal, experience someone talking to you from the other side, and that's where people like Marla and Sloan and Lewis and Debbie and Corby all come in. It's like they help you. They help you understand that there's something else that happens to our souls. We evolve. The whole thing about reincarnation. If you watch the show with Lewis Maybe, we talk about reincarnation. If you see the show with Debbie Tatel, the psychic shows that I did, please watch them. They are so informative. But Marla's show, if those of you were there, you all saw it. A bunch of you were there. It got kind of emotional, because it was like I had written Sloan and contacted her before the show and said, I've got to connect you to. I think she's going to help you find whoever it was that ran Keithy off the road. And it was a very emotional moment for us. And anyway, let's see, what's this? What is you writing here right now? Hold on one second. What did you write here? There we go. Saying I'm not letting myself go. I'm a wee bit scared, but I do want to just let go. And you have to, Joyland. You just have to let go. Let's see, what is this? Carol, I was close to death also. I had cancer. Didn't know until I went to the doctor. Well, Carol, thank God you're here. Thank God you're here. I've done stupid things in my life. I mean, I tried to kill myself a few times, but that will never happen again. I told somebody once, I said, suicide only works once. It doesn't work a second time. But I was going through some bad periods in my life. And it was so funny because of Sloan and Marla and Corby and all my psychic friends. They said, Lucifer has left the building, Michael. For the last 15 years, you've been through hell and back with your career and with things that were happening, and it's gone. You're now on the path to cool things. You're now on the path to, your life has changed, and it's not going to happen, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, hold on. I'm just loving what you got. All of a sudden, everybody's in here talking. I love it. I was going to say goodbye, but as long as you guys have seen my grandma's spirit, and I felt my Uncle Michael since they died. And I've never had experiences like that before. It's great, but mind blowing. You know, my friend, I think my friend Debbie Tatel does mentoring for people who think they have the gift or a psychic gift. Does that make any sense? Um, check out her show that's on Esther's page. Let's see, was it 20 years? Wow, Carol, God bless you. You're here, and that's important. Damn it. Yes. No, I listen. Every single one of the things that I've learned about life in my long, crazy, wild, wacky life that I have had is experience. I did stupid things. I was a coke addict. I went into rehab. I almost blew my brains out with cocaine back in the late 80s. And I have no regrets. It's what I wanted to do at the time. I'm one of the lucky people that survived it. I'm one of the lucky people to this day. I still don't understand all my friends who died of AIDS, and I was doing the same thing that they were doing. I was just as promiscuous, just as crazy, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I survived. So there was a lot of guilt that I had in my life about my friends dying and of AIDS. And I did the same thing. I was just as promiscuous and bad and drinking and drugs and sex without condoms. And I didn't get it. You know what I mean? I did. I lived. So a lot of my drug fueled craziness was because I I don't know. It was because I was, after that is when there was guilt. Does that make sense? I felt guilty. But anyway, that also came with depression and stuff like that. And I guess one of the things one of the things I've learned in life is that everybody has a story. Yeah, I'll talk about mine, but a lot of you out there won't, because it's a privacy thing. You're afraid to. But I look at the lady who sweeps the halls in our building here in this condo, and I always say hello. I always say, ¿cómo está? Buenos días. I always talk to them in Spanish. I always talk to, the person on the street. When I walk my dog, I see some of the homeless will walk by, and no one talked to them, and I will go, hello, good morning. And you see them look a little baffled, but they smile. But every single person has a story, and we don't know what it is. And we can't judge anybody or make fun of them because we don't know what they go home to. We don't know what their story is. And I guess it's just one of the things that gives me a little bit of empathy. It's kind of crazy because I can be a little sarcastic and bitchy, but that's just who I am. Yes, Lance, survivor's guilt. Yes, you know it well. You know what I'm talking about, but I just try not to judge people. The only people I judge are Trumpers. I know what they go home to. They go home to hate. I'm sorry. But anyway, wow, I've been on for an hour and 12 minutes, people. We are just going on here. Let me see. I know a few who passed too. Yeah, Don. You can make someone's face light up just by saying, you know what? It's true. You can make someone's face light up just by saying hello. It's so, so true. And I used to be so selfish. I always ask people, how was your day? I've noticed that sometimes I'll talk to people and I go, how was your day? And they go, well, wow, thank you for asking. Because being in show business, you can be a little self-centered and narcissistic. I swear to God. Uh-oh, there she is. There she is. That who I think it is, Bobby Basha. Facebook jail's great, Bobby. How are you? Everybody, Bobby is the coolest lady in the world. And Bobby, I was talking to Sloan, and I want to have you on the show. Esther wants to talk to you about what you do as a private investigator. I want you to come on the show. So tell me you will. I hope you will, because you've got some incredible stories. And yeah, look, all of Sloan's people are saying, hey, Bobby. What? Well, hold on. How long were you in jail? How long were you in jail for reposting Sloan's story? I got to know. We will talk on the side. We will talk on the side. I definitely I want to have you on. It'll be so much fun. Private investigator, Texas. Yes, she is. Bobby has great stories. And let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Bluebell. What is this going on? I was on a depressive alcoholic's life. Had really beat my spirit down. I was so discouraged. I think I was on my way to go. So now I know she knew and needed that. There you go, baby. That's what it's all about. Look at that, Bobby. They're all saying hi. And let's see, what is this? And my mom showed me Sloan, and she has helped open my mind. It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. Sloan, Sloan and I, as Esther will say, we love each other. Oh my God. Okay, Bobby, are you ready? Okay, hold on. Besides, I love Sloan. But Bobby, the Robert Durst just convicted in Los Angeles, that was your case. Did you know? Okay, the lawyer that defended him is here in Vegas and would fly to Los Angeles, and his law clerk, whoever was handling it, she and I talk every morning outside. She has an English bulldog called Margaret Thatcher, and yes, that's I can't believe that you are were involved with that. Yes, thank God you convicted that motherfucker. He's not gonna. But she told me that my friend downstairs said he isn't gonna live long. I mean, but there's a special place for that man. Unbelievable. Wow. Let's see. I was on the jury on. Get out of here! Look at this. Wow. There you go. So yeah, what a small world. Hold on. Yes, my timeline got the conviction in Los Angeles. Yes, that is so cool, Bobby. And we can talk about it now because the trial's over. But I want to know about Sloan was telling me some of the stuff and how you were helping her with Keith. And Bobby, I don't know if you got a chance to see the show on Monday that I've been talking about, which is with Marla Freeze. You must watch it. It's a very emotional show, and especially when we started talking about Sloan and Keithy. And Marla's, she's what's the word? I forget what it is. That she is a special type of psychic medium, but she is able to, the deceased spirits are able to speak to her. And she too has solved cases. She also worked for the military, for the psychic military that they had long ago. She was part of that. But I want to put her with Sloan because they live in the same place. They both live in the valley. And I have a funny feeling Marla will be able to talk to Keithy. And I truly, truly believe it's going to be something that's going to help solve this case and find out who it was that ran that kid off the road. Anyway, but yes. Okay, let's go back here. Hold on. Oh my God, I was going to leave, but then everybody started popping in. Yes, she is awesome. Men who stare at goats. What is this? Tuning in late. Oh, well, hello. Hi, Deidre. It's okay. You can always go watch the playback because it's pretty cool. This is a fun show. I actually just came on to talk about being in Facebook jail for 30 days. Bobby, how long were you in jail for? Were you in jail for 7 days? I found out what happened on Keith's case. Wow. Like I said, Bobby, you and Sloan need to talk to Marla. I'm serious. You need to talk to her. She is amazing. She is amazing. 2 weeks in jail. Wow. Yeah. I went from 7 days to 30 days. Okay, hold on. How is this? I had a dream about Keith's accident this past summer. Yeah. I don't know. All of a sudden, all these psychic mediums that have come on my show, as I said this earlier in the show, all these psychic mediums who've come on my show, all of them, Lewis, maybe, all of them, I have put them in contact with Sloan, and they've all talked, and my friend Virginia Pursley, who doesn't come on the show. She won't come on the show, but she's one of the best. I don't know. I think we're going to find out who did it. Don't you feel like that, Bobby? I think we're going to find out who did that to him and ran him off the road. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Somebody just, that was, they want me to give blood. They need blood here, and they need blood in Vegas. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So anyway, okay. I found the accident's not what people think. All the psychics were correct. The accident's not what people think. All the psychics were correct except one. Yes. Oh my God, Bobby. That's incredible. That is incredible. Incredible. Right. I mean, but when you watch the show on Monday, Bobby, when you get to the part where we talk about Sloan and that, Esther became a little overwhelmed, and so did she. So did Marla. It was everybody who was watching the show just went, wow. Bobby. I afterwards asked Sloan. She's got my number and everything to get a hold of me. So if you want to get a hold of me, we will. You need to hit me up, or I'll get Sloan to give it to me, my email or something, so that we can set up on Facebook or however I can be in contact. I don't know if you're on Facebook, as much as I hate it right now. But if you are on Facebook, I can look you up. I don't know if I can add you while I'm in jail, but you can find me, and then we can connect that way if you'd like to. All right, everybody. I'm tired. I can't believe I've been on here this long. It has been too much fun. An hour and 20 minutes. This is the longest I've ever been on this late. Let's see. Hold on. Saw a mechanic named Mike. Hold on. Who made a phone call to someone who knows who caused this to happen? Yes. And then let's see. I will look you up. I am Michael Airington, AIRINGTON. You'll see it. Add me, and then we can talk. All right, everybody. You all have been wonderful. What a fun show. I didn't even expect it to go this long. I just thought I'd come on and bitch for about 30 minutes, but an hour and 20 minutes. You guys are the super. Oh, Bobby, thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, because of Sloan, I now have super stickers. Bill Tanner, thank you. Cynthia, Gwen, everybody, thank you so much. You're going to be seeing a lot of us more as the weeks and days come. Coffee money. This is Michael Airington. Look for Esther. We're bringing back Politics as a Drag as a weekly series, and she's bringing back the Showbiz Schmooze. It's going to be funny. Until next time, everybody. Bye.